Hi guys, welcome back to the interesting video by Maximus. So today we're back with more Injustice Gods Among Us. So as you can see, the Godfall Superman challenge is now active and the challenge gauntlet has started. So basically what the challenge gauntlet is that they'll be having 4 challenges over the course of 8 days. So that basically means 2 days per challenge. And the challenge characters will be, the first 2 days will be Godfall Superman, as you can see over here. Followed by animated Batman Beyond, then Raven Prime, then Batgirl Prime. So this is called the Heroes Gauntlet. So basically it gives you a chance to get all characters over a very short span of time, so that people like me will not be too pissed off that I have no chance to play right now, since I already have those characters. So anyway, by right I was gonna do the Batgirl review. However, since we have this challenge gauntlet, I'm just gonna do the characters in the gauntlet, with the exception of animated Batman Beyond, because I don't have him at the maximum level as of yet. So, and I won't be able to get him there in time. So, today we're doing the Godfall Superman review itself. So, yeah. Anyway, in case you're wondering why all my videos don't have the audio from Injustice, is because I'm using QuickTime Player to record. And I'm connecting my phone to my MacBook, and if I choose my computer microphone, you can hear my voice. However, if I choose my phone microphone, you can only hear the injustice sound itself, and you won't be able to hear my voice. So I guess it makes a lot more sense to hear my voice and hear the Injustice music and not understand a thing. Unless I do voice over in iMovie, which I don't want to do because I don't want to time the video. It's just too much trouble. Anyway, enough about that. Let's jump straight into Godfall Superman himself. So let's sort by level. Got to scroll back a little bit since Superman starts with an S. So here we have Godfall Superman. So first up, let's take a look at his basic info. So first off, there are a few ways that you can obtain him. Firstly, he's in the Challenge Booster Pack, and the only other way you can get him is through this challenge. And I have actually completed the previous challenge on the first time, although it says Booster Packs here, but anyway, that's how I got him to Elite 7. So through this challenge, or the last one, or the Challenge Booster Pack, I don't recommend the Challenge Booster Pack since the chance of getting him is really low. If you really want him, go for this challenge. So let's take a look at the enhancements. Lois Lane for health, Son of Krypton for damage, as well as Fortress of Solitude for energy. So at maximum level and maximum promotions, he has close to 34,000 damage and close to 79,000 health. So that is pretty average. It's not too bad, but it ain't good either. And yeah, so let's just take a look at the specials. So first off, Flying Punch, the generic special one for Superman. Then we have Kryptonian Smash, which is super, same for all Superman. Then you have Frozen Delivery, which is his level 2 move. So the level 2 move, the second last hit, is a Freeze Breath, and it will block break. So that's just a point to note. We're going to be showing that off a little bit later. Although, special 2 for him is not exactly recommended. Anyways, let's talk about his combos. His combos, he has the normal 3-hit heavy combo, and he also has the 3-hit light combo plus 1-hit combo ender. And for this particular Superman, his combo ender, he shoots off X-ray, not X-ray vision. What am I talking? He shoots off heat vision, a heat vision blast rather. I have no idea how to describe that, so jumbling up my words. Anyway, let's take a look at his design. So of course he has the normal Superman face. Then his costume is the normal red and blue color. However, there's a big difference here, which is his arms and shoulders are red, but the rest of his body is actually blue. Then we have his cape, which is also red. Then his belt was what I originally didn't like about the character, is that his belt just looked weird. Let's take a look at the belt. The belt is basically the Superman symbol. I don't know what that really is called. I believe it's some kind of coat of arms of his country or something. But anyway, he has the Superman symbol and has basically it looks like to me 3 insect legs coming off on each side. To me, it just looks weird. But I don't have too many complaints about him. The design is not really important in the game anyways. but his passive is, and it's known as the Power of Candor, which probably is where it's from or something like that. So on successful block, Superman reflects all basic damage. Basically what this means is that as you are blocking, if your opponent hits you with a light attack, let's say worth 1,000, you will take the 1,000 as you should, and he will take 1,000 damage as well. So basically you're taking equal amount of damage, basically. So that is good and bad in different ways. So basically if you're on single player and your opponent is attacking you and you block and reflect the damage, your opponent will be gaining power twice as fast, but on the good side you are gaining power as well, as if you were the ones doing the attacks. But your opponent will be gaining power twice as fast. So that basically means that after one combo of by your opponent and you block it, he could get up to 1 bar or more. So that kind of sucks. However, his real use is in multiplayer, although I'm not going to show that off in this video. So in multiplayer, as you guys know, when your opponent only gains power when your opponent actually attacks you. And if you attack him, which is basically you reflect the damage, your opponent will not gain that much power. As you know, like if you just keep attacking your opponent will not gain much power. So that is the case here. The reflected damage counts as you damaging him. So he will not gain that much power. So that basically means that it allows you to gain power really, really fast in multiplayer. And in single player, he kind of sucks because he kind of lets his opponent gain a lot of specials. But anyway, regardless, we have to keep going, scrolling back there. So regardless, I'm going to be talking a little bit about his gear setup. It's not really if his gear setup, I don't want to go about doing special 1 or special 2. But before we do that, we're going to take a look at his character specific gear, which is Clark Kent's glasses from the Dawn of Justice booster pack, gear booster pack. So it basically gives you 18% power generation increase, 30% crit chance on special 1, and disabling enemy specials on special 100%. So we're going to put on the Clark Kent's glasses. Then we scroll down a little bit more. We have the Kryptonian Battlesuit, which does not work well with Clark Kent's glasses. So it gives you more health, 25% heal on special 2, and 25% chance to reflect special 2 while blocking. So the heal is really useful if you're planning to use him for special 2, but in my case, I'm going to use him for special 1. So in terms of gear, this character really, I would say that he doesn't really have he isn't really, really good, but he isn't really, really bad either. And his strength is his weakness, and his weakness is his strength. Basically, his passive is both a strength and weakness, as I've explained just now. So for his gear setup, I would pretty much not have much recommendations except the League of Assassins set. So if we put on the hood, is basically not that useful for the disabled enemy special since you already have 100% chance of that. But since we're using special 1, the knives can be really useful since it gives more damage and team damage to them, as well as more power generation. So we're just going to throw on the knives. As for the gauntlet itself, not really. We're not focusing that much on special 1. We're not going to make him a specialist. So this is also quite useful in the sense that it gives more power. I don't think the life drain is really useful, but the dot damage could prove useful. But I'm gonna go on a more basic attack route, and we're gonna just put on the hood because that's my personal preference. But the blade is pretty good either. And the reason why I'm not choosing anything out of the League of Assassins set, since the last gear doesn't really matter. In fact, the way you gear him up does not really matter all that much at all, because it doesn't really affect it that much. Although it could help you a ton. You could go with the blade as well, since we want to have the set bonus. So yeah, let's just quickly jump out of this and let's go for some testing. But before we do that, I'm gonna talk about his teammates. So really, with him, he doesn't synergize with anybody particularly well, but he does not synergize with anyone. So basically, what this means is that he can pretty much work well with anyone. He's pretty solo, so we're just gonna put in Godfall Superman. We're gonna put in alright, I'm starting by damage. I thought I was starting by level. We're gonna put in let's see. if I can find it. And take note, Batman Beyond does a ton of damage. He does the equal damage to Wonder Woman over there, and does more damage than Harley Quinn. So we're gonna put in animated Harley Quinn just for a bit more power generation and all. You can see how much power he builds up, and just gonna put in Batman there for the damage boost. No other reason. So pretty much this team that I have here is pretty much focused on Godfall Superman, but on a normal instance, Godfall Superman probably wouldn't be the main player, and he'd probably just be there to help out your team. He is, as I said, he could be pretty useful in terms of basics and his passive and all, but he is not a major character. But he's not a support character either, so he's kind of, I don't know how to describe him. But anyway, we're just gonna go to the test fight. So we're gonna show off his combos as well as his specials. So first off, there you can see his passive in the mirror mode. So this is his light combo, and there is the heat vision blast. So blocking, as you can see, we gain power really quickly, and we're already at 2 bars. So let's just show off the frozen delivery. So it starts off with a rapid swipe, which will give you 2 punches, a left, right. Then this is the block breaking move if he was blocking, and then we have the, I don't even know what to call that. So anyway, let's go and hit the flying punch special 1, and we knock out Batman. So of course he does not reflect specials, and that's his heavy combo. And pretty much we just heavy comboed Harley Quinn out just now, since we crit on them all. So we're just gonna show off his super move since we got power so fast. See, we got off a special 1, a special 2, and a super move all in one match. And bam, there we go. So animate Harley Quinn destroyed, and there you see the victory. So now in this next match, I'm just gonna try to show off his passive a little bit more, and I'm just gonna be blocking, and you just see how much power he gains. So we're up against Batman, so let's start blocking. So as you can see, we're doing just 1 damage less to him, and I have no idea why, but anyway, let's just quickly go. But you see Batman got up to 1 bar really quickly, so that could be a problem as well. So anyway, we're gonna get off the flying punch. Bam, Batman knocked out. Green Lantern and Harley is knocked out, and they can knock themselves out, as you saw twice there. If you block and your reflected damage, it pretty much counts as your basic attacking them, basically. They just get knocked out. So final test fight here. See if we have a little bit tougher opponents. See if his special 1 is really strong though. We kind of buffed up his special 1 a little bit. So you take note of the power bars. You see Lobo almost at 1 bar, and we are slightly below him due to our gear. But in reality, we would be half his speed without the gear. So we're gonna get off special 1, like so. Bam, Lobo just wiped out, and alright, we get the power because of the set bonus. So there you can see the League of Assassins set being put to good use as well. And just look at his special, and just does a ton of damage. And yeah, pretty effective gear combo, I'd say. Yeah, so that was Godfall Superman. So overall, is he good? Is he not good? As I say, he's average. If you're looking for a last character for the team, for your team, and you're not looking for any particular support character like animated Harley Quinn or whatever, then he's really good for that kind of role. But I don't think anyone's gonna build a team around him. I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't. So that's really interesting, guys. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video, and bye.